Good evening, Philippines. This is Mike Padua, and we're back to our analysis on Super Typhoon Kiko. This is our latest update for this Friday night, September 10, 2021. And this is brought to you by Typhoon 2000. We are observing the powerful, catastrophic Super Typhoon approaching extreme northern Luzon. And actually, it's now buffeting the northeastern portion of Luzon. That is the area of northern Cagayan. And as we look at the latest satellite animation, this is the windy.com zoom in satellite animation for this evening. And this is based on the 6-hourly satellite loop, which began around 5 p.m. As you can see, the typhoon, which weakened 12 hours ago, after that eye-wall replacement cycle, has rapidly intensified back again into category 5, okay, and it's now packing winds of 270 kilometers per hour during our last update around 5 p.m. But now it's starting to weaken as it approaches the Batanes Group of Islands, and then tomorrow morning it will pass over or very close to Batanes Group of Islands. And the Batanes Island, where Basco is located, is having some serious threat from this system, and it's likely to make landfall over that area. They call it island fall since it's so small. It doesn't have any effects or friction on the powerful typhoon. So the typhoon right now is passing just to the northeast of Santa Ana, Cagayan. By the way, here's tropical storm Jolina, Conson, which no longer expected to become a typhoon. It's just a weakening tropical storm, but it is also expected to bring some stormy weather across Da Nang, Vietnam within the next 12 to 24 hours. So the western sections of the country is now having some rainfall down here. If we move this, well, let me move it here. So this is the southwest monsoon being enhanced by this system. Now let's take a look at the real Earth CIMS SSEC satellite loop. This is the latest one as of 10 o'clock this evening. Okay, let me fast forward this. Okay, there you go. So as you can see, the inner rain bands is now bringing some winds of 60 to 100 kph, with some gusting of more than 100 kph over the northern tip of Cagayan, particularly Santa Ana, Cagayan. This purple color, a sign of very strong winds and heavy rainfall. Near the eye, around 50 kilometers from the center, there goes the sustained winds of more than 200 kph gustiness. Okay, so it is expected to move closer to Batanes. Okay, this is the island of Batanes. Let me zoom it so that you can see it here clearly. Okay, it looks like it's quite closer, and it's still loading. There you go. Let me move this a little bit. So we're using the real Earth satellite animation from the SSEC, University of Wisconsin-Madison in the United States. So this is their free satellite loop. If you're interested, just log into re.ssec.wisc.edu. So this is very cool, since you can see the system closely with high quality. So here's Batanes Island and Basco. Look at that. So slowly, the 15 nautical mile eye, that's around 30 kilometers in diameter, is approaching Batanes and Batanes Group of Islands. It's now entering the eastern sections of Babuyan Islands, and Itbayat will also be under the threat of the eye wall of this system. But at this time, it's starting to weaken. Around 8 p.m., the winds has dropped down to just 2 260 kilometers per hour, but it's still an extremely catastrophic system. So expect winds in excess of 200 kph. That's the gust that is expected to be felt between 5 a.m. until maybe in the afternoon. So it's a slow moving system. It's moving right now at 16 kilometers per hour. So the eye is expected to pass very close to Batanes Island, where Basco is located, between 7 to 10 p.m. or 6 to 10 p.m. So it depends on the movement. So high winds will increase over the Batanes and Babuyan Group of Islands here. So folks up there, please take all necessary precautions. This is a very powerful system. The last super typhoon that passed over were the last one, Super Typhoon Meranti, with the local name Ferdi, struck the island of Batanes, particularly Itbayat, island province of Batanes, particularly Itbayat and Batan. So it affected, it gave serious damage across the area. Again, this is another one, so please take all necessary precautions. As you can see, the system is fast approaching, and it's now bringing some high winds, heavy rains, and high storm surge across the Batanes and Babuyan, across the Babuyan Group of Islands. So tomorrow morning it will pass over the island province of Batanes. So please take all necessary precautions. And if we look at the this is the last track from the morphed integrated microwave imagery this morning. The eye is still weak, but it started to be clearly defined. Okay, it started to become more defined around the 9 to 12 noon, and it's a sign that the new eye wall has started to constrict and rapidly intensify once again as it moves closer to extreme northern Luzon. That's why from category 4 it pumped up again to category 5 with winds of up to 270 kph around 8 a.m. around the 2 p.m. this afternoon. But right now it's starting to weaken a little bit. It's just 260, but it's still considered as a 200, still a category 5 super typhoon, extremely catastrophic. So here's our zoom satellite. Here's our zoom track from Typhoon 2000, which we issued around 5 p.m. This still valid until now, since the track doesn't change as of this time, and the passage of the system over this area. So this is the area of Itbayat and the Batan Island. So it will move over that area between 6 a.m. until maybe 5 p.m. So that will be the long trek of this system by tomorrow morning. So folks, please take all necessary precautions. As you can see here, this is the first rapid intensification of the system during September 6 to September 8. Okay, and during this time, September 8 to 10, the system has undergone an eye wall replacement cycle. That's why it weakened a bit. And then on September 10, it began to rapidly intensify again. Then as of this time, it's right here at 145. Let's change it. 145 knots. But it's starting to weaken, so likely the trend will go down because of unfavorable upper level conditions as the system moves closer to the subtropics. Okay, so you can see here the wind shear very low. Sea surface temperature will start to slowly go down, and mid-level relative humidity is still quite high, but that's the scenario of the system. Let's take a look at the track of concern. We are not going to move on to that system since it's no longer affecting the Philippines. So here's the track for the next 24 hours on all agency. They all agree it will pass over or very close to Batanes within the next 10 hours. Okay, and if we look at the computer models, they all agree likewise. It will move towards Batanes within the next 8 to 10 hours. And then here's the upper level steering flow. This is the flow from the high pressure steering ridge. There's high pressure here. So this is the strong high pressure which guide the system where it will go. So right now it's on the leftmost periphery of the strong high pressure ridge. So it's moving at the speed of 17 kph because of the slow flow of this steering flow, because of the steering ridge. So this system is being dictated by this high pressure, while the other one, Jolina, the one that drives this system is this high pressure over southern China. So it will move towards the west, making landfall over central Vietnam. Okay, so there you go. That's the latest from the steering flow. Now let's take a look at the rainfall accumulation for the next 24 hours. And if we move this to 3 days, so you get the picture that Batanes will reach this same amount of rainfall. So this is the latest one from the European model. So for the next 24 hours, beginning 8 a.m. this morning until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, expect extreme rainfall along the path of this super typhoon. So Batanes will have a taste of the heavy rainfall by tomorrow morning until the evening, based on the 3-day forecast. Okay, so take all necessary precautions. So that's it. That's the quick update on super typhoon, extremely catastrophic super typhoon Kiko, which is expected to pass over or very close to Batanes Group of Islands by tomorrow morning until the afternoon. Let's all pray for our folks there. I hope they're already ready for this system, safely buckled up because of the expected high winds that will be generated by this system, as well as a high storm surge of up to 5 or 6 meters. So let's pray for them. And we will be returning tomorrow to give you the update on this super typhoon and where the system will go after passing very close to Batanes. So from Typhoon 2000, this is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always. Be #WeatherWiser. And thank you so much for watching our channel.